Thank you for joining me today, trying a new format. All right, for this video, we're going to be examining a paragraph in which we're going to make an effort to identify all of the adjectives that we can find and as best point to the nouns that those adjectives are describing. We'll go ahead and start by reading the paragraph first. We have, along the foot of a tilted red rock, a porcupine came. It broke open a tiny shelter of sticks, and some meager, round-eared creatures, all eyes and bony limbs, fled across the stones. The porcupine, ignoring it, was about to devour the beetles, when suddenly it paused, raised its head, and listened. As it remained motionless, a brown mongoose-like creature broke quickly through the bushes and disappeared down its hole. From farther away came the sound of the scolding birds. All right, let's go ahead and look at our first line, which is, along the foot of a tilted red rock, a porcupine came. Here, you should know that, or hopefully you know that colors, and of course numbers as well, are always considered adjectives. We have the foot of a tilted red, and it's talking about the rock, the noun, the rock. It broke open a tiny, talks about the shelter of sticks, and some meager, round-eared creature. So I'm going to go ahead and, not that part. Meager, round-eared, so it's hyphenated because the two share a very close relationship, talks about the creature. All eyes and bony, points to limbs, fled across the stones. The porcupine, ignoring it, was about to devour the beetles. Now, these are all actions. When suddenly it paused, raised its head, and listened. As it remained motionless, a brown, mongoose-like creature, so brown, we've got a color, mongoose-like, a simile, referring to the creature, broke quickly through the bushes and disappeared down its hole. From farther away came the sound of scolding, describes the birds. And scolding here is the gerund form of the verb, right? Or actually the participle form of the verb, which means it's a verb being used as an adjective, not a gerund. A gerund would mean that the verb is now a noun. All right, hopefully you were able to identify those adjectives. This was a very simple practice, and I hope to work on something a little bit more complex in the future, but if you found this helpful, great. Please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. All right, let me go ahead and pause.